I just got checked in and changed into a gown. Really trying not to like freak out. Quick update. I'm trying to not talk loud because the door is a little bit cracked open, but hooked up to the monitors now. I just gave a urine sample and I'm got some water to drink just in case I'm dehydrated. So yeah, they're gonna see if maybe I have like a urinary tract infection or they have the monitor on my belly. See if I'm having any contractions, which pray to God I'm not. Just have to wait and see what they find out. The on-call midwife or doctor, whatever she is, should be in shortly to see me. We did the Doppler, and it took forever for the nurse to find the baby's heartbeat, but finally she did, so good. Okay, so I've been here for like 2 hours now. The doctor just came in and did a speculum check of my cervix, see if she can see any blood or anything. My cervix looks closed and totally normal, so that's good. We got partial results back from my urine sample, and there was some blood in it. We're just waiting on the last of that to come in and, you know, just rule it out to a UTI, but I just took 2 Tylenol to hopefully help ease the cramping, and then once we get the results of the urine sample, then hopefully I can go home. As you can see, I'm back home now. We had a little bit of a scare there at 23 weeks. What happened was at like 6 a.m. I woke up just feeling crampy. Like it literally felt like my period was gonna start. And it lasted all day long. It didn't come and go, it was just consistent all day feeling crampy like that. So then at like 5:30 in the evening, I went to the bathroom, and when I wiped, there was a tiny amount of blood on the toilet paper. Like it was very light, but it was there. So my heart started pounding so hard. I got so scared because obviously any female knows cramping plus bleeding if you're pregnant is not good, or can not be good, especially at 23 weeks. I mean, that was random. And at this point, my doctor's office was closed. I think they close at 4. So I called the after hours line and spoke to the physician that was on call there and explained what happened. I asked if I should wait and try to be seen the next day or if I should go to the ER and get checked out. And she said, yes, it's probably best that I go to the ER and just get checked out. So we did. Me and Mike drove to the hospital. We got there, I think, around 7 o'clock. At the doors, you know, they do a temperature scan for stupid COVID. And then we walked, they're like, yeah, go through those 2 doors there, push the button, they'll let you in. So we get to the doors and they're like, okay, come on back, but your husband has to stay. So he wasn't even allowed back with me. He had to stay in the waiting room the whole time. So I went through triage, you know, they asked questions. They put a monitor on my stomach to see if I was having contractions. We did a urine sample, a urinalysis to see if there's a UTI or infection. The doctor did a speculum check of my cervix to make sure, to see if she could see any blood and make sure it was closed or see if it's open. And that was closed and tight and there was no blood or anything, so that was great. My urine sample did come back with blood in it, and they were waiting to, you know, finalize the testing or whatever. I'm not really sure how they do that when you're checking for a UTI. Finally, after 3 hours of being in there, I wasn't having contractions, my cervix was closed, and when the urinalysis came back, they said that I did in fact have a urinary tract infection. So they prescribed me an antibiotic that I could pick up the next day and sent me home. The next day, the cramping was gone, but I did once again have a tiny amount of blood. But after a couple days of taking the antibiotic, I felt better. I should have known, because leading up for about a week and a half to 2 weeks before this happened, I was feeling like I had to pee, like a lot, like all the time. Even if I just emptied my bladder, like, or even if I know my bladder wasn't full, I would pee. Like I felt like I had to pee so bad, but my bladder wasn't full. So that should have been a red flag right there that there was something going on. At every OB appointment that I have, they do a urine test to make sure there is no infection. But unfortunately, I was like a week away from my next appointment. So if this had happened just a little bit later, my doctor could have caught it, maybe, but I didn't even care. I would go to the hospital 10 times if I had to, just to make sure everything was okay. That following week, I went in and, you know, my doctor was already notified by the ER physician that I was seen and all that stuff. My doctor said it was a good thing that I went in and got checked out, and now I'm familiar with where I'm gonna be delivering the baby. Things are looking good. I don't know what happened, but it was just a little scare. It's over, done with, move on from that. Hopefully nothing happens again from here on out, and I can just enjoy the rest of this pregnancy in peace. That's my 24-week update, or 23-week scare that we had. I have not yet shown you a belly update, bump date, whatever you want to call it, a belly shot. So I think I'm going to do that now. I feel like I've been pretty small this whole pregnancy. But I'll show you a picture. Maybe I'll do like a side-by-side of me at 20 weeks and then me now. So I'm 25 weeks and 5 days today, but I'll show you what my belly looks like. Don't mind my leopard pajama pants. Maybe I'll try to do like a little side-by-side so you can see what I looked like at 20 weeks compared to 25, almost 26 weeks. This is me at 25 weeks, 5 days. I will be 26 weeks, obviously, in 2 days. Yeah, there she is. It's my little belly from the front. Other side. Don't mind my underwear. She's growing. Slowly but surely, she's getting bigger. So that's gonna be all for this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, I would love it for you to join me on this journey to motherhood. It's been a long one, but we are almost at the finish line. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.